What's going on, B1 fam? It's your boy Vic Vic. Welcome back to My Black Universe. It has been way too long since I dropped a video on you guys here on this channel. Apologies. My son got sick, then other things came up, and then I just wasn't mentally in the zone to just sit down and do content like this because I told you I want to figure out a different way to present you guys compilation clips where YouTube can't say, oh, we use the content, we got to take you down for another 3 months and mess up the flow of things. So let me know if you like this. So we put it all in CapCut like we would do normally. I presented you guys, but I'm on screen full time, so YouTube can't say I'm not here or say I'm not as involved in the process. Forget what's in the background. I'm actually in the process of moving. I will be moving out of here by the 1st. And so we just clearing everything out one room at a time, giving stuff away. And I'm going to have stuff on Facebook Marketplace, getting rid of it for as cheap as possible. Just because I accumulate so much stuff. For those who want to know, I did try to start my own business, as you see all the shirts and stuff like that. Problem, I didn't plan for adequate startup costs. I didn't, let me make sure on the microphone when I speak. I didn't plan for adequate startup costs. I didn't effectively plan out how this would work. I went on kind of like hope, which is a bad thing to do in business. Business is very cut and dry. Either you got a plan to succeed and you will succeed. Even if you got a plan to succeed, doesn't mean you will. But it's just tends to work out better that way. I didn't necessarily have that. And here we are trying to get back in the job market towards the end of the year. Very difficult to do. People going on vacation. People finally, trying to get their hours out because they can't roll over so many hours. And so it wasn't well thought out. It did feel good to be in the moment to just see what it is. And so I'm going to give you guys some tidbits and then we're going to jump into this. If you are looking to go into business for yourself, from somebody who's went through it, number one, your family is not your customer base. Get that out through your head. They not supporting me. That's not sports. They're not supporting me. Why my family supporting me? My family should be. Shut up. They're not your customer base. They're not your long-term customer base. And in fact, your family may openly, or should say, what to say in church, they might overtly or covertly be jealous of you. Accept that. It is what it is, because you're the one who said, I'm going to jump out and try something different. And having the courage to do that and actually doing it can make a person look at their life and say, damn, how come I didn't try to do this? And I'm a little ashy in the hands. Forgive me, family. Let me moisturize real quick. Got the shea butter on deck. I know y'all be roasting me in the comments. Y'all called me scary last time. I'm going to that moisturizer, get that shea butter going. You need. Shout out to the Dr. Bookshop. That's where I pick up my shea butter. It's owned by two black women, Donna and Danya. Two sisters. I believe the mom owned it first, and she passed it down to them. She's still alive and well, and I think they just run it right now, but they took it over. Shout out to those sisters. Local, not gonna get the products I need to make sure I'm on point. 2, funding. You probably need 3 times as much funding as you think you need. 3, marketing. Do a ton of market research. Look at the people who've succeeded. Look at the people who failed. 4, you are going to be humbled. A lot of stuff you're going to hear is going to be straight to brass tacks. It's going to be very jarring, and it's going to help you. It's either going to help you understand this is not what you want at all, and you'll go back to the marketplace, to the job market and stay there, or it's going to help shape you to realize, okay, you can't take everything seriously. It's business. It's not meant to hurt your feelings. It's business. Business does not give a damn about your feelings. It doesn't give a damn about your stress, your struggles. Business is business. The bottom line. What is the bottom line? If you are adverse to that and you can't adapt to that mentality, you will never be in business. Because you're always going to take things personally and you're going to mess up a lot of potential business that you could have. If you're getting into apparel like I did, and I heard God is Dope, the owner of God is Dope, say this. He said, when I first started God is Dope, I gave away my first designs, which is humbling. You spend all this money just to give it all away. And he's right. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows who you are. Whenever you're starting your business, your brand, nobody knows who you are. You got to make people know who you are. You got to be everywhere. You got to be willing to give away merchandise. You got to be willing to give away samples. If you're doing like a food, if you got like a cake business or something like that, you got to be willing to do that. If you're not willing to do that, you're finna have a long, hard road where you got inventory sitting. And that was my problem. I didn't understand that portion of the game. That and as much as I follow World and Vision, I love those young brothers, what they do. Based out of Louisiana, I think they're currently in Atlanta right now. But you gotta give away. Like they sell a lot of shirts. They do a lot of sales, but the shirts be going for cheap. Be like, dang, this is a nice shirt, and you selling for this much. But they keep their name out there, and a lot of people see it. So now, when they have a sale on a jogger set or whatever, they make their money back and then some. And that's what Guys Dope is saying. He said, eventually I'll have something that I'm gonna sell. It's gonna be full price, but you got 4 or 5 of my shirts for the low, or if not free. Well, boom. Later on, when I design X, Y, and Z, you invest into my business. I like what they're doing. I like this brand. Boom. And so that's what I had to learn. I had to learn the hard way. That's I have so much inventory sitting here, and I'm being as creative as I can to give it out. Like I got other things going on, but I'm finna give it out because the church is still nice. It's just I didn't plan correctly. 5, funding. You are gonna have a hard time with funding. All right, so I highly recommend if you are in a position, for those of you who have business, I talked about it before. Pay it, or used to formerly known as payment. They go by pay it now. If you are $1,000 or more in revenue a month and you've been around for I think it's at least 2 years, do the no credit funding to get you some working capital so you can scale up. Don't be so prideful. I know everybody wants to get to business credit. We want to get to that point. It is hard to do. It seems like everybody's kind of gatekeeping the secrets of business credit and how to get business credit. Well, part of it is you already have to be making so much money. They expect you to make so much in sales. Chase, I think it's like 60,000 in sales annually, 60,000 in sales. I think American Express is like 30,000 in sales, which is lower, but you still have the sales before you can have the financial qualifications, and then your credit has to be on point. And there's so many things you have to do, and these are things I had to learn in real time. So I'm giving you the game fresh off of my setback. So take all these things. There's more to it. I'm not gonna go right now because I want to get into the Black empowerment and get into some of the things that are going on and catch you guys up. But that's what I had to learn straight out, just from trial and error. It's trial and error. You know what I'm saying? People tell me the shirt's nice. The shirt's kept your attention. Let me grab one. Don't mind the mess. Let me grab a couple of them. Now the shirts that capture your attention. I had people, plenty of people staring at, they're looking at it like that's cool. They don't know what to say. This is based off my motorcycle. This color variant is the SP2 2019. She has the gold on there and all this stuff. Based off that bike, if you look up CBR 1000 RR SP2, if you look at that picture again, still pause it and look at the picture. It matches the bike, and this is my bike, 2021, white and red and all that stuff like that. You'll see it matches. Cool, problem. I tried to give this. I guess you can say it's number 6. I tried to give people what I thought they wanted instead of seeing what they wanted, which is part of the market research. And I didn't plan and say, hey, if I'm gonna drop all this, I'm gonna do this. I need to bring it to people in the way they want. Let me ask them what they want and then bring it out. I was doing all this going into hoodie season. And if I would have planned better, I would have had a limited amount of quantity, or maybe not even quantity at first. And just really, if I was going to do it, just give out so much and just went into hoodie season instead of buying a gang of t-shirts. So, and I'm not doing this to try to get you guys to sell. I'm just letting you know what I went through literally these past, since August. So August, September, October, November, December, these past 4 months going into 5. So Black family, if you are trying to do business, I'm not trying to discourage you from being successful an entrepreneur. You might be the first person in your family to break through and start seeing the 6 figures to $1 million a year revenue and all this stuff like that. I'm just saying, all the prep. Make sure you had done all the preparation so you can have a better launch than I did. All right, fam. Let's get into this Black empowerment real quick. So I saw this a while ago, and yeah, I'm not feeling this at all. Take a look.
Now he's coming over and getting his hair done this weekend.
No, but he's coming to help too, though. That's when he gotta help if he comes.
Mommy! Daddy, Mommy!
Y'all see how long that went on? First off, let me tell you something. My mama's 5'6" on a good day. Well, she used to be 5'6". She's shorter now. 5'5". My mom would have cracked me in my mouth. 1. 2, where's Dad? Where's Pops? That's boy. My dad's fist is literally, no lie, is as wide as my head, and I got a big old head. You see his chrome dome? My dad's fist is literally as wide as my head. He would have laid me on my ass. Sisters, if you have a son, that's why Dad needs to be in his life. That's why a competent, capable man needs to be in his life. Because he would have got cracked. Because who the hell you think you're doing that to? And like it says in Everything's Cute, or not that serious until it is, that, oh, that's cute. No, he's grown. He's just a kid. He's just a kid. And this becomes the young man who's going to become the grown man, exhibit his behavior. You can't do that in the world as man. You can't do that. Somebody going to put a hole in your head. Somebody going to put a hole in your chest. Or you, at the very least, you're going to be in prison. So yeah, that. So my sisters, if you are around competent men, they on your sons, but leave my son alone. He da. Okay, ma'am, I can get on your son now and give him constructive criticism, or the police go get on your son and put cuffs on him, if not holes in him. Bars.
Miss Nikki posted me. Well, she was talking about modesty, but she still posted me.
So every time y'all stop a father from disciplining his son, or saying you being too hard on him, or coming up with these excuses, or threatening to leave whenever he doing too much to your son, it's my son, I'm gonna protect. Look at that.
Right there.
Cause the dad ain't having that shit.
Facts. Not at all. So I know a young man whose mom, I remember years ago, would be with the children, and he be doing stuff, and she found it comical, but it's really detrimental to manhood. And her mentality was, don't tell your daddy. To all the kids, don't tell your daddy, don't tell your daddy. Then he finally grew up as a man to manhood age, and now he's having it hard with life. For the longest time, he had difficulties with life, and it looks like someone's on my camera. Okay, that's dust. Okay, family, we good. And well, you can't go back now, Mom. You denied the father his ability to constructively teach his son, to shape his son for manhood. See, manhood for men and womanhood for women go through 2 different processes. We are forged. Shout out to Jason Black. Manhood is forged. That whininess, my middle son, no, he like, whoa, no, we don't whine. We don't whine. No, you being hard on him. Some of you sisters are dealing with some of the most whiniest men in the world, and that's because somebody's mama was letting her son be whiny, coddling him. You can't coddle a young male and expect for him to be a competent man. How I deal with my daughter is a little bit different than how I deal with my sons. I can't be as rough and tough on her like my boys. I expect her to be soft. Well, I can't be on my boys. I hem them up. Get them up there. Hey, man, we got a problem? What we finna do? No, sir. No, sir. You can't do that with your daughter. And y'all be trying to, y'all be going hard on your daughter and soft on your sons. And you wonder why you got these little stud queens and little sassy boys. So sisters, y'all gotta chill out with that.
Now you see why dad ain't having that shit. Go play with your friends. This what y'all end up with. Y'all end up with little thugs, or y'all end up with little women. Y'all end up with little boys that do too much, that step over the line too much, that overdo it, that don't got no boundaries, or y'all end up with little ladies. So before you think you're gonna check a father or check a man about his son, about y'all son, before you think you about to check any man about his son and how he deal with it, remember his consequences to that shit. And don't cry neither.
Facts. You can't go back. That's the only thing about child rearing. Once they of age, that's it. You can't undo. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have let you have the, pass. I shouldn't have let you, get that away from your dad. I should have let your dad get in your bumper. Especially if you start putting hands on you. Most young men are going to be taller, bigger, and stronger than their mama. I need y'all to understand it is what it is. They're going to be taller, big, strong than mama. Even if they a little sassy, or if they moist, if they LGBT or whatever, they still going to have man strength. You really want that barrel down on you? Think, I coddled you and I gave you everything you want. Well, shoot. Life doesn't work that way. Now, family, somebody uncle, somebody granddaddy that got into it on TikTok. Somebody uncle, somebody daddy that got into it, granddaddy that got into it on TikTok. Y'all listen up.
At first, I couldn't put my finger on it, but I was looking at your picture and I'm like, I know this lame ass dude from somewhere. Your wife used to drive a bus. It was number 74, Florissant to be exact. This is over your wife, huh? You upset because I ran your wife.
Family. I know it's a little messy. But I was like, I know this brother is not on this internet telling another brother, I ran your wife. So, fellas, when you hear that, well, that's her past, and, it don't matter what her past is. This is the last thing you want to deal with as a man. It's some man saying, hey, I ran your wife. If y'all not paying attention to any of the social media craziness, Devin Haney's baby mama was crying a young thug. Talking about, I love you, I only love you. Travis Hunter, his girlfriend, showing open contempt, liking other dudes' pictures and stuff on IG and all that stuff. So family, we are getting to a critical mass where manhood can really be in trouble. Like this is not the play. First off, you coming on some man's platform calling them sassy, and this the response you get?
Ran like a marathon. You seen them dick pics? That's what you upset about? That's what you mad about? Hopping in her on some BS calling me sassy. She ain't think I was sassy. You up. I knew it. You was a straight lame. Instead of approaching me like a man, you want to hop on TikTok. Come on, bruh.
I think he might have a point, because you put that comment and this response you get, it might have been better just going DMs and chop it up with the dude and have an offline conversation.
All them pictures don't mean shit. Down hers would count. That's why you lacking it. That's why you upset. It's all over, chick. You want to hop in here and start an argument? I'm looking at your picture like, I know this clown from somewhere. Then it hit me. She showed me her little Facebook post with you. Y'all was at a little boy hugged up together. But you went through her phone? You seen my pictures? Why ain't you just coming at me like a man, bro? This is whole shit right here. But I get it. You and your feelings. You and your feelings. You and your feelings. It's okay, bro. It's okay. I don't even deal with her no more, bro. I don't even deal with her no more. I see you still curbing them scores, huh? I'm sassy. Okay? I'll be sassy. She ain't say I was sassy. She loved every minute of it, bruh. That long stroke, you can't do that. Cause she told me about the problems you got. She told
Your woman pillow talking to another man. Well, is she your woman? Or you just paying the bills?
me about the problems you got, bruh. So you can go and delete your little page right now. You can go and get up off her. You can go and get up off her. We from the same city. We ain't gotta keep doing this, bruh. We ain't gotta keep doing this. Your feelings hurt, boy. I was cracking the shit out hurt, nigga.
Okay.
Cracking the shit out hurt.
Hold on.
I'm sassy. I knew it.
Hold on, family. All right. So because I was like, why would he call this man sassy? And no, this was his response. Here it is.
I'm in North Carolina. You are in California.
He said y'all from the same city, though. All because you're North Carolina doesn't mean you didn't move. Now, this is somebody's granddaddy. Got to be. All them gray hairs. This got to be. Now, buddy, he might have been in his 50s. This brother, like, he's well into his mid to late 60s, if not early 70s.
How is it possible?
And see, this was the problem I had. This how you know he was hurt. He made sure nobody could comment. I had to screenshot and screen record this because he didn't want nobody downloading. He didn't want nobody to get in them comments. So his brother was hurt.
Sucker.
Yeah, he ever been in mid 60s, early 70s. Sucker, you jive turkey, you chump. Now, before we get into this, the reason why I said that, the first brother made a comment about Luigi Mangione. Well, he made a comment about the person who killed the CEO. And he was talking about that, and Buddy was like, well, you're sassy. And then he got the response he got. Now, why unks and granddaddies out here wilding, I don't know, but that was hilarious. Now, shout out to the former Love poet. This brother, he created the Bristol English Project. If you need help finding your family and tracking down your lineage, he has resources on his website. He's on IG. I'll try to make sure I throw something in the a link to his IG so you can go to his page on his profile and then hit the link for all the resources he's got in one place so you can track down your lineage. FBA all day. Let's roll.
You're crazy.
Oh, hold on. 1 second, family. I gotta, because of music. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Voice isolation. Because what they'll do is the music. You got music playing. Boom. All right, there we go. Let's get back into it.
You're crazy.
Oh, look, evidence. This is 100% accurate.
Whoop. See, family, that's why sometimes you need to leave us alone. Leave FBA alone. Leave us alone. Because we'll find out. If you keep poking the bear, eventually we start doing some digging. Oh, we do some digging, boy, we uncover everything.
My uncle.
What the fuck was that?
Yes, there were mulatto slaves.
Wait a minute.
Every week we would have dinner with my uncle at a diner in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I'm from. Whoop, whoop. There were more white, Irish, Scottish, and poor British slaves in America during the 18th.
She even changes up the whole look. Should we say LC? It's LC cousin. Did she go to the Kamala school for for accents? did she go to the Kamala school for accent training.
And poor British slaves in America during the 1800s than they were African. And that's where the ghetto-ness come from.
The ghetto-ness.
And he was always wearing a white collared business shirt, ironed, and black pants, ironed.
What's going on with your voice? Where's your Australian accent?
So they would have
changes the color of the hair and everything. We see in Caucasian girl mode. Purple hair and all that. Change the look when she's a Latina, I guess. You know, a Fotina. I don't even know. Full on accent, hair's dark colored and all that stuff.
black African slaves rape white Irish or Scottish or poor English.
Get some help.
She full of crap on that one. We didn't doing no raping. I gotta be careful, YouTube get sensitive. That happened to us. We were violated. We ain't have to go run and take nothing from nobody. That's true today. See, folk, there was a young lady. I did a video comment on IG, and I had to, break it down and say, hey, because this was talking to me about my dad. See, other groups have this unspoken thing. At least they don't tell us, where you haven't until you a black person. Like that's the pinnacle of sexual gratification, satisfaction. Like that's the best sex you'll ever have, is with a black person. And so we're fetishized, and we're basically life-size, real-life sex toys to other groups most times. And a Latino, a white Caucasian dude, an Anglo, whatever, Asian, whatever, they may want to lay up with a black woman because they want the raw, visceral energy of being with a black woman and knowing what it feels like and this, that, and the third. Same thing with the white girls and all them. They want the BBC. And I'm talking about the British Broadcasting Company. And that's it. That's why when I believe it was Dr. Claude Anderson and Tariq, they talk about when Negroes. No, that wasn't Dr. Claude Anderson. I believe that was our brother. Dang it, not Dr. Claude Anderson, but another brother. He put our sister Frances Cress Wilson on game. I can't think of his name, but he said black folk are the only people who got out of bed confused. Because, the sex was so great, so passionate. You got, it's so big. It feels so good. Ooh, and he, you're so good. And they still get out of the bed and still practice white supremacy or anti-black racism. We got to stop doing that. And you're just a smash. You're the pinnacle of smashing, according to what they talk about in their group. So, family, understand that. That's the reason why a lot of sisters get treated the way they do, even after having sex with a dude. Brothers, that's the reason why you get treated the way you do. Because they still can't stand your black behind. They just love laying up with you. Now, this is Young Godfrey. And I found this bit interesting. Let's listen in.
The thing about Nigerians, wherever there's a school, my father went to school out there. Wherever there's a school, there's a Nigerian, man. Doesn't matter. It could be KKK University. A Nigerian will be the first one to sign up. But he'll be happy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. I'm so happy. I'm going to a very great school.
Did you catch that? They say there's truth in jest. Not ingest, I-N-G-E-S-T, but truth in J-E-S-T, ingest as in jester.
KKK University. Oh! I was talking to my professor the other day, the Grand Imperial Wizard. Yes. No, he's a smart man. He's a wizard, he told me. He said he's so excited, he cannot wait to show me the ropes. Oh, my goodness! He wants me to hang around or something like that. And they invited me to a barbecue. I said, no, I cannot go.
Funny, right? But the way some of these non-FBA Tether individuals act, That's their mentality. They would do it. I'm doing better than you niggas. I'm more successful than you niggas. Because they're next to white folk. I know they can't stand your black. Anyway. I just want to play their family because I was like, And they look like this from the late 90s, early 2000s, based off the quality of the video. What you think?
This Somali man just pretty much called me a nappy head under a post. The post is about a young woman whose mother was black.
All I know is you're Jareer. Now, when people get in there talking about, oh, y'all are so divisive, y'all so divisive, y'all just don't want to divide, y'all don't want to be with, y'all are divide, y'all. This, look at the name, Ibrahim Abdirisak. Alphabet soup. That's his last. That's the name. I don't know. Abdirisak Ibrahim. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. That's his daggum name. All I know, you're Tethers. You are Jareer, African, which I don't. The punctuation ain't there. That's the wrong word. There's no comma. There's no. I don't know what all over the place. Now we're gonna let the sister cook, and then we're gonna get into it.
American and whose father was Somali. And people were asking her like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. How did your parents get together? And I put under a comment that my older brother is married to a Somali woman. Now, my sister-in-law has been in my family for 15 years and I have been in hers. So her hoyo is my hoyo. Her ayeo is my ayeo. And my two nieces get the beauty of sharing such beautiful and intricate cultures between being Black American and Somali. I have partied with my Somali aunties. I've worn my drak. I will eat my sambusa. I will drink my Somali tea. And you can't tell me nothing. But one thing I will say, and I need all my East Africans to the front. One time my sister-in-law took my niece to the hair salon, my eldest niece. She took her to a Somali hairdresser where the hairdresser was speaking about my niece's hair and how beautiful it was. And this Somali auntie thought it befitting to say in front of my young niece that her hair must be like her mother's and not her father's. Her father being my brother, Black American. And I want to tell y'all just how.
Now, we don't attack the kids. FBA, you know, we protect the kids. Even babies that ain't our own. But this is something that happens. So I know a cat I used to work with back, I'm old now. This was probably 10 years ago. Me and him, we working here in Fort Worth. Over there near Alcon. And he's Black. His wife was Latina. And I remember him talking about how he would go over to, you know, his father-in-law's house and this, and they talking crazy about the kids. And he had to check them. You know, little negritos and all little nasty little sayings to children. To children. Think about that, family. Denigrating children. For us, en masse, that's a no-go. You leave the elderly alone, you leave them babies alone. Or it's on and cracking. Grown man, you grown man, y'all grown man, y'all want to rock, do what you do. But you leave them babies alone. You leave the elderly alone, you leave them babies alone. Or you finna get rocked. It is what it is. But these other groups, part of our delineation is understanding a lot of folk in these other groups had this mentality. The sister, her sister-in-law may not have the mentality, but the aunt surely has a mentality. And that's dangerous for children. Because the children, they feel it. They may not understand what it is, but they feel it. They feel what they know, like, dang, they don't like me. They don't care for me. And the worst thing you do is try to keep bringing them around and try to make somebody who has issues with your child, who's Black American, Somali, or Black American, Latino, whatever, try to make them care for the child when all they're going to do is denigrate them, disrespect them. They're children. They don't know how to process that stuff, man. That's trauma. Cut them off. Save the babies. If y'all don't do nothing else, Black folk, save the babies as best as you can.
Like her mother's and not her father's. her father being my brother, Black American. And I want to tell y'all just how goofy y'all sound when y'all talk about shit like hair texture. That if your identity is draping your adjacency to whiteness, you're a fucking loser.
Now I love that. I let the whole thing play because when I first started listening, I was like, "Oh, sister, don't tell me you got the cape on for Somalis." Because Johnny Somali, y'all see he got hemmed up in Korea. But I'm saying, sister, don't have the cape on. But you see, she came through with it at the end. Now this is the sister she was talking about that's half Somali, half Black American.
My parents met in college in Texas.
So I went and looked at his picture and boom, y'all see that goddamn hairline. Y'all see the struggle beard. Oh man, he look like his lips are extra ashy. Eyebrows jacked up. He ain't got no crispy line. He don't know if he want to have a fade or a perm. He rocking the turtleneck with the blazer. Family. Boy, if you don't get your out of mind appeal looking head ass out here, try to talk about somebody your career, you better get out of here. You just mad because you can't get your fly sister. That's all you mad at, lame man.
She was going to use the Department of Justice.
Now, family, I'm gonna let y'all listen to this. I was supposed to go back and get more of this, but I had something I had to take care of. So this dude, he's a Kamala stan. He's a Biden bot. Trump admitted that his plan is unlikely to lower prices. Are you pissed yet? Family, they are still crashing out. Mind you, this was last week. They are still crashing out about Kamala losing this election. They are still crashing out. Listen to this nonsense. I'll let you. It's like a minute and 49 seconds. We're gonna kind of skim through a little bit though.
To federally sue organizations that were price gouging. Guess who's not going to fucking do that?
How you know? How you know he's not?
Because he ain't fucking mentioned a word about it.
Well, that doesn't mean he's not going to do it.
And guess what he doesn't like to do? He doesn't like to impede.
Is he a Rolling fan? All the cursing, the immediate cursing. You try to have proper dialogue with these individuals. The first thing to do is they try to punch down on you and curse you out and talk to you like you're a child.
Doesn't mean he's not going to do it.
And guess what he doesn't like to do? He doesn't like to impede the way that corporations operate.
Contradicts his stock.
What'd he say?
Go ahead, Biscuit. Say it one more time.
It's not in his best financial interest to fucking do that either. You don't think the man has investments in those industries that he aligns with? Come on now.
And my question is, if that's what Harris was going to do, why did Biden not do it already?
Simple question. Y'all hear the brother speak? No cursing. Didn't raise his voice. No aggressive tone. No sarcastic tone. No condescending tone. Just a straightforward question. Watch this, family. Watch this.
Explain. Because what?
Well, the 118th Congress was the most unproductive Congress in fucking human history.
What? It's the tethers have it's the government. And no, Biden couldn't do nothing. Now it's the Congress. Wasn't this Biden's Congress? Like what?
Here's the thing though. You want to know why? You want to know why he did it? Because he was too busy. His Department of Justice was too busy passing laws, being one of the more substantial fucking governmental periods in modern U.S. history. Okay. So again,
he couldn't believe that horse crap either. Family, you see Melinda Marie. Kamala has been in office for 4 years and hadn't done nothing. Right. Oh, Congress's fault.
This is a thing that was recognized and would have been. Hey, guess what? Because here's the thing I'm gonna put up to you. It's the same way as the reason why Joe Biden didn't do it is because he actually had other priorities that he was working on. Unlike Donald Trump. Hold on. Unlike Donald Trump, who in 2020 pulled out the platinum plan for dummies like you to think that he was on your side, but why didn't he do any of that shit while he was...
There it is. There it is. The boy, they just dummies. You stupid fools. You see, stupid fools. You don't know. You see, y'all know nothing about politics. I know politics and drumsticks. You stupid fools. Stupid fools. You dummies. You dumbass. Boy.
To think that he was on your side, but why didn't he do any of that shit while he was the president?
He lost.
He wasn't doing anything.
Who's president? Trump been out of office for 4 years. Am I correct? Or am I correct? Notice when we start asking about Joe Biden and he's currently in office, well, they started hemming and hawing. Come on now. So, family, I was supposed to go back, but I didn't have time to go back. Now, this right here, this is a very horrifying story to hear this sister talk about. Now, I think she's not FBA, but it's just not to denigrate this sister, but I'm starting to see this a little bit more and more as I'm scrolling on IG. People coming out telling the stories on how they had relatives that were abusing them and things of that nature. So, sisters, if you went through something, this is probably very triggering. Brothers, if you have somebody, a loved one that's went through something, that's probably very triggering. I would say skip through about a minute or two.
My father made me stop calling him daddy when I was 12. Like many parents, mine raised me to respond to their orders with yes, mommy, or yes, daddy, to teach me respect and obedience. So naturally, when my father gave me orders while he abused me, I obediently responded, yes, daddy. One day while he was inside of me, I said yes.
That's what caught me, because I was like, oh, this is a lovely sister. I'm hearing the story, and then when she said that, it was like, the fuck going on?
Yes, daddy, to his instructions like usual. Then, after he finished, he told me to call him by his name, Aswad.
And then dad's name is Aswad. So I'm pretty sure this sister is not an FBA for sure. And I can't quite put my finger on where she's from. But I'm starting to see this more and more. Particularly coming from non-FBA. You know, we do have some of our FBA sisters who have experienced trauma. That's not cool. I don't care who you are and where you're from. These weird ass uncles and dads and some weird ass moms and aunties. They be touching on girls, touching on the boys and stuff like that. That's why we're such a big proponent group. As a group, we're big proponents for, we protect the babies. Whatever, I don't care what's going on. We protect the babies. When it's all said and done.
My response, yes, dad. I mean, yes, Aswad. Soon after, calling my mother mommy was forbidden. If I slipped and my father heard, there would be consequences. 5 pregnancies, 1 miscarriage, and 4 home births later, I'd been conditioned to accept that my father was my husband and my mother was my sister wife, or so my father thought. Through a surprising turn of events, I took the opportunity to silently cry for help. Calling him my dad as well as my children's dad was instrumental in that cry, and it eventually led to my escape. I no longer call him daddy, and I rarely call him Aswad. The name that most befits him is Damien, the son of the devil, and I trust that his father will hold him accountable.
And this was Sister Paige, and you know, not like I said, not to denigrate her, but you see the look in her eyes. You know, she's all but broken. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, she's able to get away, but to go through that, no child from any group should have to go through no craziness like that. So, but thankfully, she's out of it. Hopefully, you know, she's gotten some therapy, and you know, she's protecting her children, which it's weird to have your child be your child and your sibling. That's very disturbing. So, yeah, family, we gotta protect these babies at all costs, as much as we can. You know, that's all. There's nothing else to it. We don't want this to be in the norm in any communities, particularly our own, though. Now, this craziness, I don't know if he was on meth or whatever, but kidnapped the little girl, and goes. They say the best friend's house for help or whatever. I'm not sure if it's necessarily the best friend, but this was a brother, and of course, this is what I talk about. We protect the children. This is a little white girl, or this little non-black girl for sure. And look how this turns out.
Ted! Ted! Jeez, dude. Ted! What are you doing? Ted! What are you doing? Help me, dude. What the f is that? What the f are you doing? It's a little girl.
So I guess he knows him, but he's like, you know what's going on. And look how his brother handles it though.
No. What are you doing? Man, get the f up. Bro, help me, dude. Help me. What is that? Come here. Come here. No, come here. Dude, I didn't do that. Who are you?
Right there. Protects the child, gets, away from dude. He said, who are you? You know what I'm saying? He's probably going to put hands on boy, which rightfully so. It says what? March 2nd, 2024. So it's happened early this year.
God! I'm going to kill you! I wasn't kidding! I'm going to kill you!
On the horse.
I'm Joseph.
Luke, unloosen your hands.
I will help him do it.
Who is he to you?
Nobody.
That's my best friend.
I help.
That's my best friend. Chill out.
Bro, no. All right, listen.
You know him?
That's my neighbor.
That's your neighbor?
That's my neighbor's brother.
Okay.
See, that's why I don't like this right here, this caption right here. You do some work don't make us best friends.
He did yard work for me and everything. For some reason, he came to me with a little girl tonight.
Help me, man. Where the little girl?
So yeah, family. That's what time we on. We protect the babies. Y'all remember that one white woman, I think it was last year, that said if her son told her son, if you get lost, go find a big black man. The dominant society knows we're not inherent criminals. We're not these inherent degenerates they try to make us out to be. They like to point that out in the news, but when it comes to helping them, they so quick to find a black person though. Now, family, this nonsense right here. I don't know what Buddy was smoking, but it had to be that good. Listen to this.
We were never Hispanic. We were never Latino. We were never Latinx, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. We was none of that. We was never none of that. We was never Tainos. We was never none of that, bro. If you really want to dig deep, we're the people that the Bible speak of. If you really want to dig deep.
He recorded that, played it back, looked at it, and said, "That's it." Okay. Oh man, yeah, family. Leave the nose candy alone. Don't mess with it. Now this happened in my city, and I was like, "This is some crazy mess." This is some crazy mess. I used to drive Lyft about 11, 12 years ago. I used to drive Lyft, so to see this happening like that, this is mad crazy.
Shot me down. I looked at my arm. I'm like, I got shot. So all I see is blood. I'm like, I don't know if I go left, I don't go right. So I think get out the apartment and go to the nearest convenience store.
Mark's Jean made the quick decision to drive to a nearby taco.
So he's probably Haitian, brother, by the last name.
Casa after he was shot multiple times Tuesday evening. The 29-year-old from Arlington bleeding as he dialed 911 for help. Jean tells Fox 4 from his hospital bed Wednesday he's been driving for Lyft on the side for 5 years. However, Tuesday night, he agreed.
And that's crazy. Like, I actually considered Lyft to be a step above Uber as far as class. But you see this mess, and it's like, So family, if you do these services on the side to make some extra money, I get it times is hard and, money gets a little thin. Be mindful.
He agreed to a ride off the platform from an apartment complex near.
Oh, there we go. See, I didn't finish the whole thing when I first saw it. Yeah, family, don't do that. Don't do it. It is, how can you be tracked? I know money can be a little thin, but you set yourself up for a world of problems. That's Pandora's box. You're not being tracked. Nobody knows where you're going. Most of us don't have dash cams. My dad has a dash cam that points outside and inside. Excuse me, family. I have a dash cam that points outside and inside. And for my big butt, I got one that points outside, inside, and has a camera. It's going to point at the back when I install it. I gave my brother a dash cam that points outside and inside. Family, you can't play with your life like this.
Complex near Crowley Road and Sycamore School Road. Jean says he met the gunman last week while giving him a Lyft ride and offered his phone number for any future off-the-book rides.
No, family, I understand we don't want to, try to make some extra money. But when you, like I say, you do stuff like, you open yourself up to these possibilities. You don't know how these folks are, man. The ride share services only can go so far as to do a background check. But man, if somebody ain't never got caught doing nothing, underhanded or seedy, it's not on their background.
Once the suspect was in the car, Jean asked for a fare to be paid up front. An argument took place, and then Jean says the suspect opened fire, striking him in the arm and the leg.
Yeah, family. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
You good?
No. It's like this is New York. Yep, new NYPD.
Listen, is there any particular reason why you're walking like that?
What you mean?
Like you just keep on shielding
It's cold
the outside
outside.
of your body.
Now, I'm only letting you guys see this for one reason only. This whole black and brown thing, let's just watch.
Nah, but
What
the
you
way
mean?
you're holding your hands like your pocket like that.
I'm cold.
What do you mean?
I'm cold. What's up? You okay?
I'm good, man. I'm fine.
Alright, why you following me for?
I'm not following. I'm just walking with
Y'all going down one.
See that progressive antagonism? What do you mean you cold? He's bundled up. He has on a beanie, and he has on a balaclava covering his neck from the cold. He's wearing layers. He has a hoodie. Family, he has a hoodie. I'm pointing at the screen like you see me. He has a hoodie, family, and a beanie, and a balaclava. All the time about. What do you mean?
Way streets. What are y'all doing?
And I was trying to find the name because it showed his badge. See, this is what we deal with. This is what we deal with these groups. This dude is Latino. And I figured it'd be a little bit smoother and I could show you guys the last name. He got on a bubble coat. He has on a hoodie underneath the bubble coat. It's cold. New York get cold. It get cold. He's cold. He's bundled up. Why you walk? Why you doing this? Just harassing the brother. Hold on, I think this show it.
What's your name? Officer Garcia, 27435.
Yeah, Garcia. There it is. It's smoother on TikTok. But yeah, Officer Garcia. So this black and brown stuff, this is near Checkers. The brother was using his front facing camera. That's why everything's inverted. So yeah, that's Officer Garcia. That's the Black and Brown Coalition. Harassing his brother for no reason. And he got the camera is going right now. So they walking down in a Ford Fusion, an unmarked Ford Fusion, looks beat up, looks janky, like a regular car, harassing his brother.
You need a business card for me?
Nah, I don't need no business card.
A business card for what? If he wasn't recording, I dare to say his night would have ended a little bit differently. Because look at that. Was it 2 more in the car? So this is basically a street gang. Shout out to Professor Black Truth.
I know you're not going to tell on me, bestie.
It always feels like
Now we back in Fort Worth. I don't know. Man, I don't know what's going on in my city. This brother looks like another non-FBA. I'm not going to call his brothers Tethers for right out. Because we understand Tether's in action. But he looks non-FBA, like the other brother, Mark's John, who's pretty much sure his last name is Haitian. But some craziness is going on in my city. I don't know what's going on.
Barber and Moore were temporarily living with Johnny Ross Jr. in his condo when, according
So you see this in Garland.
to an affidavit, they stabbed the 53-year-old in his neck while he was asleep so they could steal his money and...
It's already crazy. It's already crazy. Now, my apologies. I said Fort Worth. Fox 4 covers the DFW. So this is Garland. Nice Corvette. That is a C6 Corvette. Very nice. I think that's not a Grand Sport package, and it's not a ZR1. It's not a ZR1 package. I think it's a step above Grand Sport, probably a something in between, maybe a 2LE. That's one LE and there's 2 LE trims.
Money and cars. Gray bought one of those cars, a Corvette, from Barber before knowing the owner was murdered.
So Leo Moore, he looks not FBA for sure, and then Haley Barber. Y'all think she on that stuff? And then he dealing with it. He probably the one selling it. That's family. I'm not denigrating all non-black people. Be careful who you get with. And if you idealize their skin and being with them, they have you doing some crazy stuff, talking to some crazy stuff. You took a man's life while he was sleeping so you can get a hold of his vehicle so you can sell him, which to me screams drug habit, severe drug habit. I'm not talking about that leaf. I'm talking about that stuff that's either in a rock form, a powder form, or you inject.
20-year-olds are charged with capital murder after Gray turned them in to Garland police.
I know everybody's scared to go to the police, scared to be called a rat or a snitch.
Nah, but see, that's why he not FBA, because we all know you're only a rat or a snitch is if you're doing the crime with the people that you're doing the crime with, and then when you get popped, you rat or snitch on them to get a lesser sentence. That makes you a rat. That makes you a snitch. But if you, and even some hood dudes have said, hey, you know, if you just been a law-abiding citizen, you see a crime, you're a square. You just reporting the crime. That was a crime. They murdered that man to sell him a vehicle, which he thought was a sweet lick, but it was evidently too sweet, and they had the audacity to show him the dead body. That's, whew. Y'all keep your power tools nearby, family.
Gray met Barber at the condo to get a spare key for the car, and according to an arrest warrant, Gray smelled something foul. After asking Barber about it, he told police Barber casually showed him the body, which was wrapped in a rug and sheets in a closet.
You're like, I know you're not going to tell on me, bestie.
Gray says after Barber showed him the body, she offered him ice cream.
I said, no, I'm good. I didn't want it. I had to keep my composure, which was kind of hard.
After Gray left, he interviewed with police, and Barber and Moore were arrested following a vehicle pursuit. According to an arrest affidavit, both admitted to the murder plot, saying Moore is the one who stabbed Ross Jr. But after realizing he was still alive in the condo nearly 10 hours later, they decided to finish him off. The body was only discovered several days after the killing.
Whew. That's a lot going on. That is a lot. Now, earlier I talked to you guys about Devin Haney, Travis Hunter. Bow Wow spoke up on this. Now, I'm not gonna play this. It's like 3 minutes. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I don't want to, bore you guys or anything like that. But Bow Wow was speaking some facts. We try to clown Bow Wow a little bit, but he's actually more accomplished than some of us have ever been. He's had multiple platinum hits. He's worked with multiple platinum artists. He's had a long career, and nothing's ever really crazy come out about him that we know of. And he's lived a successful life, even though he's done some trollish stuff. He's for the most part lived a successful life, and he's been in that sphere since he was literally a kid, knee high to a grasshopper.
Travy. Check this out, gang. It's coming from your boy Bow Weezy, right? I never met you, don't know you, know nothing. But I will say this, because I've been watching from afar. I'm not the type of nigga to jump in people's business, but I was once young, about to make a lot of money, and I know how this shit go. So I need you to hear me out. Number one, I don't want you feeling as though everybody jumping down your back or cats is hating. That's that young nigga mentality. I want you to look at this like niggas care about you. And especially in our community and in this industry, not a lot of brothers get the opportunity like you about to get. You know what I mean? You about to get the biggest check in your life. You about to go to the NFL. And all we are doing is waking you up, young brother. Because if you don't see what the fuck is going on, gang, if we didn't give a fuck, we'll let you crash out. But from one player to the next, hey, my nigga, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man.
And that's it, fam. That's all we're saying, bro. The open contempt. See, it's different when the world doesn't get to see, and this was something that was behind closed doors, but when it's done in the public eye, where there are cameras and people having to make her get up and, you know, and cheer for you, she's just sitting like, almost like, okay, you know, when is it going to be about me type energy? You got to be mindful of that. You know, this is where usually you have the uncle that they pull you to the side. Hey, man, hey, let me, come with me, nephew. Let me chop it up with you. Let me lace you with some game to make sure you ain't finna do nothing crazy. Now, some of y'all might get on, nah, leave them alone. They happy. Let them be happy. Family. Too many times we've seen how this goes. There'll be a whole bunch of babies, big old contract, and once the babies are here, and it's been at least 10 years, 5 to 10 years, depending on the state, here comes a divorce, and buddy's left out to dry. He loses everything. He loses the house. He got to pay hundreds of $1,000s a month in alimony, 30s of thousands, you know, tens of thousands of dollars in child support, and he looking crazy. His career tanks because we didn't guard or at least say, hey, bro, you know, you ain't necessarily got to get married off rip. You know, calm down, slow down, peep the scene. Because why you're doing all this work for a person who's showing open contempt towards you. It's always some kind of complaint. And then they're liking other dudes, other athletes who's already in a different league, even though it's not the NFL and the NBA, liking, putting heart emojis under their post and then delete it. But that's why are you signing yourself on for that? 'Cause that's a whole bunch of heartbreak to go through. And then you may not believe it, you're going to go through it, but brother, imagine paying child support for 2 or 3 kids for 18 to 20 years, whatever, just to find out 20 years later, none of them kids was yours. They belong to that NBA player or an NBA player, an NFL player, or an NHL player, or an MLB player, because nobody said anything in the beginning and say, hey, bro, be careful. Because that can happen. That's happening to white men, black men, Asian men. 20, 30 years down the line, you find out your kids ain't yours. So family, it's not necessarily a race thing. It's just, hey, be smart. Because some of these women are foul.
The reason why she commenting on another nigga page, an NBA nigga.
And like I said, he breaks it down for like 3 to 4 minutes.
Wake up, young brother. Fiancés don't move.
Now, family, you know we got into some heavy black empowerment.
So yeah, we about to confront the Simeon Isaac Bryan for block reparation on August 31st.
What's your
First. So it's right here. So yeah, we about to confront the Simeon Isaac Bryan for block reparation on August 31st. So it's right here.
Don't get mad.
So yeah,
I love this.
So we about to go up there and confront him though. He think everything's good in the community though. He want to give us trinkets and toys though, but he want to block reparation for black people though too on August 31st.
I love this. I love this. Mind you, this was posted 2 days ago. So today's the 24th. This was posted on the 22nd. And I'm going to put this brother's Twitter, his X account, in the description for sure. Yo, I love this energy. And that was August 31st. 4 to 5 months later.
So yeah, you right here.
Still on it.
They want to have toy giveaways for people in the community though, but they don't want to block reparations for black people though. So we about to go.
Yeah. And then the week 2. Yeah. And then month 3. Yeah.
You ready?
And month 5, 6, 7, 8, we're like, Yep. What's on TV? To have this type of heat for these Democrats 4 to 5 months later, years later, is beautiful work. Beautiful work. So shout out to his brother. Let's get to where he pulled up on him.
right, Amber. Say, don't be shut up.
Now, the reason why the audio sounds kind of weird, there's music playing in the background. So I did my, I took the vocals. I mean, I took the music out and kept just the vocals and did noise reduction. So I don't have to worry about a copyright strike. Now, the vocals still keeps like the person saying it, but it takes the music out. So hopefully there won't be an issue. Now, you hear Spanish music, right? So it's mostly this music as opposed to black folk music. So you know who he's catering to. Let's go through it. There it is. Now, look at the outfit and look at the ponytail. You can tell she's probably not FBA. I ain't seen a ponytail like that since elementary going into middle school. And I'm an 80s baby. So, you know, we don't rock that no more. Our sisters don't rock that. They don't put that on the babies' heads no more.
And what you say about black reparations for black people on August 31st?
You see, she tried to do a half-hearted block. She ain't on those. She ain't on no Simone Sanders. Simone, she put that real block on you. she tried to do soft. Almost like she dancing family.
Hey, what you gotta say for black reparations for black people on August 31st? What you gotta say about that?
I would say nobody blocked the reparations.
Yeah, you did. We saw you block reparations for black people on August 31st, though. We saw you, though. We saw you with your own eyes, though.
Are you supporting 87?
We saw you.
We
saw you with your own eyes. You block reparations, though.
Trying to deflect. I love how this brother stayed on code. We saw that. See, they think it's months later, you know, they can play in our faces. No. Ain't nothing sweet. We stand on people's bumper. And this is how it should be. Every state, and here's the thing, it's going to happen over time. Every state's going to get on that same type of energy. We're going to stay on their bumper. In fact, it don't have to be every state. As long as we reach a critical mass of states where we're on their bumper at every turn, we're going to get something done, family. You see, they saying FBA, it's a part of the national lexicon. Reparations is part of the national conversation. Anti-black hate crime bill is part of the national conversation. We're getting things done. Is it taking time? Yes. Are we fighting an uphill battle? Yes. But we're getting it done. And that black power fist, we put in their faces.
You lied at the Culver City meeting. You lied, say you support reparations. You block reparations for black people, though. We was there.
We're giving toys to special needs kids.
You giving people toys.
You're blocking special needs kids.
Don't matter. Whenever you get a chance to pull up on them, you pull up on them. You pull up on them. You pull up on them. You ain't being threatening. You just asking them the questions. They are a public servant. They are in the public eye. This is part of it. If you can't stand the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. Because you ain't cooking nothing no way. Except for with all goy powder. It is what it is.
We seen you block reparations for black people, though. What you gotta say?
And special needs, you see a lot of Latinos and a lot of older black folk here.
And you talk about that reparations study for people getting college admission. There ain't no reparations, though.
Go volunteer. Go volunteer. Help out with the presidents. Go volunteer. Help out with the presidents. Man, we got the black kids here. Need y'all. Go help out real quick. We need y'all.
We made this community since the 1980s, though. We made for a long time. We from this community.
And we work together every year.
Now shut up. Shut up. We here. We stand on code. We have message discipline, and we're staying with our mission. We're not being derailed. I want to get to this other part real quick, and then we'll close it. We'll shut it out, family. They get them cornered, and they put that heat on them. Here we go. I think we're getting close to it. He nervous as hell, family. See, the Dems are so used to Negroes just being happy to get a pat on the head, a couple trinkets, and we're not going for that no more. And it's beautiful. Let's go to.
Why you vote against that? Why you go?
Did they catch me outside the gate?
You had Bill said he voted against reparations. Why you blocking?
Here we go.
I'm not Republican. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat Republican.
You don't have a picture of you dancing.
I'm not Democrat Republican. I'm independent though.
You look like you was.
If I got pictures, you ain't got no damn pictures. You ain't got no damn pictures. Shut your ass up. Shut up. See, you don't want to answer that question. See, they don't want to say, hey, we're practicing benign neglect against you Negroes. We are actively ignoring you. And you should be happy with that, okay? Now take you some guy fish nuggets, sprinkle some goy powder on it, and add a little hot sauce, and be happy. We're not doing that no more, family. And I love this. Now, what's this big jolly, and I say I got a big old belly, but what this big jolly Negro with this terrible haircut gonna do? Like, man, you ain't got it faded or nothing, bro. Yo, edge up, it go up, and it go straight, it goes up, and then it dip down. Bro, it's smooth.
I'm not Democrat Republican.
You don't have a picture of you dancing.
I'm not Democrat Republican. I'm independent though.
You look like you was dancing.
Nah, he trying to deflect. Look at the body language. Yeah. The body language. The body language is telling, family. It is saying volumes. I'm uncomfortable. I wasn't ready for this. This was supposed to be a walk in the park. I was supposed to have the Latinos happy. I was supposed to have the Negroes in check. And everybody just supposed to be happy that I came out and I showed my face. I made an appearance. Be grateful. And vote me back in. Even though you're not going to get nothing as black people. Now, Latinos are going to get something. But black people, you're next to Latinos, so that's something, right? You know what I'm saying? Just put a catfish nugget in a burrito and have your meal. You'll be good.
Republicans, I don't know.
No. Don't try to scapegoat the answer, though. Don't try to project the scapegoat the answer. Don't try to scapegoat the answer, Isaac Brian. Don't try to scapegoat, try to project. We asked you why you blocked the reparations bill.
Somebody sent me the picture. Hold
on. You ain't got no picture. Stop that. This ain't you. This ain't you. This ain't you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, because I'm not going to do anything for you, head ass.
This ain't you.
Why you block SB 1403, SB 3031? Why you blocked it?
I got a picture.
I got a picture.
Let me see if it's you. Hold on. Let me see. Let me just make sure.
This picture you begging?
Let me
yeah,
make
this
sure
one right here.
Right picture. Hold on.
This one right here.
We got video of you running out the park, nigga.
No, he's running.
I'm going to the vendor. You want to come with me?
Yeah, come on.
You want to come to the vendor?
Yeah. Let's see you pay him.
That blue wood built Negro, and then he's whispering something. They're scared, family. We keep them shook, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep your feet on the Democrats' necks. We're not letting up. They try to deflect. Y'all buddy with no. We're not. They never offered us nothing. But we've supported y'all for years, and since we can't get nothing in return for our investment, we're just gonna treat it like the mafia. We finna come and collect one way or another. Ain't no dancing Republicans. That's ain't nobody getting paid. That's their first thing they want to see, family. This is a shock for the Dems. When you are no longer operating in a capacity that they're accustomed to, they have to make it make sense to them. It cannot be, we're standing up for ourselves, we're standing on business, we're not going to allow you guys to dictate to us what we want. We're telling you what we want. If you will not provide that, we'll let you crash and burn. And for them, it's like, that doesn't compute. For the last 50, 60 years, we just said, we didn't have to say jump. We snap our fingers and you leap into the air. And now it's who you snapping at. Who you barking at. Because distance from here to there can get real tight real quick. And it can get real active. And family, there's nothing wrong with it. I want you to hear me on that. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not a bad guy. You're not a villain. Well, you can be a villain if you want. I don't mind the villain mode. We've been angels for too long. We got angelic credit. With the Most High. We've been too nice for too long. There's nothing wrong with you demanding something for your vote, There's nothing wrong with you demanding to be treated a specific type of way. There's nothing wrong with you standing on business. Do not let anybody demonize you for that. All right? We're going to get what is owed to us by any means necessary. And with that, family, he does a lot of explaining. You know, actually only doing explaining, he just does a lot of running and trying to deflect. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm going to try to make sure I had both those brothers, the IG and the Twitter in the description below. So if you want to go check out more of what they're doing in their work, being boots on the ground, and also getting the resources for us who are FBA so we can track down our lineage and connect all the dots. That way you can have it, family. I want to say I love you all. Have a wonderful Christmas and be one.